Hi, Jay Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jackson. We are at 2803 Market Street. We're actually heading into 2801 Market Street. Since it's a duplex, we're getting to see the vacant unit. Walking in, I noticed right away that we have a brand new security door on the front, screen mesh, brand new deadbolt and doorknob. Looks like I got a new deadbolt and doorknob on the main door as well, which is in really nice shape, or decent shape anyway. And let's go ahead and have a look at the inside. So high ceilings with a tray style here, which is kind of interesting because it's off center, this beam, or maybe that center, but only half of it has the rest of the beams. On this side, none on this side. These are 9-foot ceilings, which I like. Thank you very much for the high ceilings. LVP flooring. The walls could use some paint, could definitely use some cleanup. There's a lot of dust and whatnot, as you can see on the baseboard. And I'm seeing that all over the place. So really, this is just a cleanup thing as far as that goes. I'm not seeing any issues with it. The original case to the door that is transitions from this, whatever this room is, to the next room, which I guess is a bedroom. Wow, really dirty closet door. I guess they kept a dog in here or something. That's what this looks like. And what a mess. So this is a closet that needs to be cleaned in the worst possible way. This is just filthy nasty. And maybe some Kills applied and some fresh paint. It's definitely a good sized closet and a good sized door to go on that closet. That's a 36-inch door, big enough that you could roll your wheelchair into your closet there if you had to. But it needs some cleanup. The wainscot is original equipment, and you just don't see that kind of thing in these very often. I really like it, but once again, there's a lot of dirt. A lot of dirt, and it definitely needs some paint. You got the tray ceiling up here as well, and look at that, it's pretty nice. Now I do see some water damage here. Does not look fresh. And what I mean by that is, does not look like it's been raining through there right now. That doesn't mean that I'm correct. It just means that's what it looks like, okay? Big picture window in what I guess is the bedroom. So you've got the living room there, and then you've got the bedroom. A little furnace in the corner, okay? And then to the kitchen. So really strange little layout. Restroom all the way in the back. Strange little layout. Now the ceilings in the kitchen are not as high as they are in the rest of the house, and it's kind of a funky looking kitchen. I can't tell. I guess they've just painted these, and the color that they painted them is really not nice. Needs to be redone. And they brushed it, and the brush marks are really visible. A spray would be much better. They just get these repainted, and then this kitchen would look a whole lot nicer. Countertops are mostly okay, although the end plates are broken and kind of disgusting too. Definitely needs to have a new backsplash put in. We've got some separation from the backsplash in the wall, and we don't need to have that kind of thing happening, especially at the sink. Water basically is getting up in there, and that could cause damage to the wood. Range hood, which, it's there, and that's awesome, but could be updated, and the cabinets above are missing the knobs. We've got this weird, funky little cabinet over here, just tossed in there, because we needed some extra space in this weird corner, which I think is the pantry. Nope, it's the water heater. So this door goes to your Whirlpool water heater. That's why. You might consider putting in a tankless here, and then you could take out all of this crap and have a nice corner to your kitchen. Pardon my French. That's what I would do. I would spend for a tankless, because then I could get rid of this door and all of this framing and that cabinet, and I could put a new cabinet up here and a pantry cabinet beside it. Even run a few more across here. So then it would really be, a well laid out kitchen. The only issue is that's where your water heater is, and that's taking up a ton of space. We don't have GFCI outlets on this side, but there is one on this side, so I guess that's okay. The electric panel is a GE panel, which is beautiful. It's not that old, but it's not new either. I know it's not new because the main is actually on the panel, and these days the main is outside. It's not in the house. So it looks okay, and GE is a good brand, which means you won't have any problems with it, so I wouldn't worry about that. Bathroom. Okay, so have a little softness right here at the entry to the bathroom. And it could be the result of a transition at the door. It's a possibility that it's not a problem with the floors, it's just a transition. A couple of things. First, the vanity needs to be replaced. You know, that it's pretty disgusting, this vanity. And it would be nice if there was a mirror there along with the shelves where there used to be a little medicine cabinet. So that probably should be replaced. This vanity should be replaced. The tile is okay here in this bathroom, but this tub is not meant for this kind of an installation. You know, what do you do about that? It's up to you. You could definitely take it out, or you could replace it, or you could just leave it and paint it. It's definitely old and an interesting look. There are refurbishing kits to paint these and make them look like new again. I use them and they work wonderfully. So that might be an option for you. Now the shower, once upon a time, the shower had a valve that allowed the shower head to come out of the wall. But now, as you can see, they did it with this exterior pipe. This is kind of a setup for like a clawfoot tub, but they've got it in here. I don't know why. There is a little closet behind here, and that's the wet wall, so they certainly could have done something to put that back in the wall, and if you wanted to, it would be a really easy job since the valve is, you know, right there. This little closet, now this is just some debris that's in here. This little closet is a decent size for sheets and towels, but once again, you know, like a lot of the house, it needs some cleaning and maybe some fresh paint. Down below here is the way, well, I can't open this. I tried, but it won't open. Down below here, though, in this, is where you would access the valve for the tub if you decided you did, in fact, want to put in a valve for you know, a shower that was in the wall. And as I said, that's really, really easy to do. With the way this is laid out, it could be done in less than a day, probably 4 hours, and it would be set. So, goes all the way up. The ceiling in the bathroom is the 9-foot ceilings, so that's nice. I don't know why the kitchen ceilings are low. It might have to do with HVAC, which is the common reason. Since the kitchen is kind of central to the house, I would bet that's it. And I am seeing some vent up here, so I would bet that we've got HVAC up above, which is the reason why we have that little bit lower ceiling. Okay, so 2803 Market Street. Overall impression. Besides needing some cleaning, I like the house. I like the features of the older style house that we have still in here. A lot of the original doorknobs and door hardware are still in place, like what we see on this closet door and over there. I like the tray ceilings. I'm not sure whether we have a leak or not. We have to definitely check and see what the age of the roof is and then follow up on that, because, you know, if it's leaking, then that's a big deal. Obviously, you need a new roof, and I would want that seller to take care of that before I did. There is some sloping to the floors. As you can see, if you look at this doorway here, it's a little crooked, but a lot of that could be a result of just the age of the home and the fact that, you know, Jacksonville is a giant sand pit. This is all built on sand and things settle in weird ways. So that wouldn't surprise me. But I would definitely want my inspector underneath the house over in that corner there to look and see if there was any reason why that floor is sloping down in that direction, just like the door jamb looks. If you have to have that kind of a thing fixed for a house like this, it just really depends on how bad the supports are underneath there, if that is in fact what the problem is. Termite damage or water damage sometimes can be substantial. I just did a renovation where I had to replace literally every floor joist and support beam underneath the house. And, if I had had Alpha do that for me, Alpha Foundations, it would have cost me $83,000. As it is, I happen to know how to do it, and I had the jacks. So my crew did it for us instead and saved me a ton of money. But, you might not have people that can do that kind of work. And if not, you're going to have to call somebody like Alpha. And I think I'd rather make sure of it. And then if it is in fact a problem, either get a steep discount in the price to cover that, or else move on to another property. So not saying once again that it's a problem. I'm saying once again, you need to have the inspector check and confirm, because that inspector is going to save you tons. The layout is so funky with the bedroom halfway between the living room and the kitchen. This whatever is going on with this closet just scares me. I think that they must have locked a dog in here in that closet or something, because of the way that looks. That door will